I sent you a drawing in your email that you should be able to open and access using AutoCAD 2014. This is our HTC Office Standards drawing that we're going to be using throughout the semester. It has our standards for our office. We're going to assume that our classroom is an office and everybody should be using the same layout for information, for drawing components, text, and so forth. So we're going to be using this drawing. The first thing we want to do, and since some of you might be at home looking at this same drawing, you want to be able to plot this drawing using your device or your printer that you've got set up to your computer. So right now we need to modify that so it works with our classroom here. This layout that I'm looking at is an 8.5 by 11 layout, a paper space layout, and I want to make sure that it's matching the printer. So if I go down to the first tab here, I can look at the settings that are for this printer. So if I right mouse button, I can see and change the page setup manager, or select that, and I can change it so it's matching my printer that I want to use. Right now it says HP LaserJet 5550 PS. I want to modify that. I want to change it to the Ricoh CL4000DN PCL6 in our classroom here. And then I can do a preview just to make sure it's working right, and I can see that layout. Now you're going to see probably some color here, or you're not going to have it set up, and we're going to take a look at that also, so to make sure that this works with our layout for our pen weights and our colors. So if I just exit and I pick OK on the bottom here, but OK of my page setup, I can pick OK and close. So the settings are retained for that, so if I save this drawing, it will work with that same page setup manager. The second tab here is a second page of information on my Office Standards, and I can also modify that so it's going to plot correctly to the right printer. So if I go to Modify, pick OK, and I change that, there's a CL4000 again. I can pick that, pick OK, and then close. Do the same thing for the 8.5 by 11 C size. Right mouse button, page setup manager. How come it's not looking there? Okay, I gotta select it, make sure it's picked first before I change the settings. Otherwise it won't give me the page setup manager option. And I can change that to the Ricoh and pick OK and close. In our model space view, these objects are visible. Over to the right hand side in this page is where we're going to draw our drawings, and if we need any of these symbols or the text that's going to show up in my drawings, I can use this information. Looking at the printing option here and our pen settings, I will also send you a HTC CTB file, which is for your pen settings. Now, I'll send you an email with this drawing or this file so that you can load it into your drawing. These have the settings for, or this has the settings for your plotting. So when I go to any of these locations, and I'll just use this as an example, if I pick the layout 8.5 by 11A, this is just a name for this layout, and I go to the page setup manager here and I pick modify, in a print location I see the HTCTB location, the file that's used for our HTC settings. You won't see that in your drawing unless you load it. So I'll send you a copy of that. We can do this in class also. But if I pick the application menu on the top, and if I go down to the print location, manage plot styles, we can find that file located in this spot, and I guess it's not there right now, so that's a good opportunity for me to load it. And I sent it to you, and I placed it, you can place it wherever you want, and you can find it in this location. or if you can't, probably the easiest way is just to open another window explorer. Open Window Explorer. I have a copy on my desktop, so I'm just going to go to the desktop location here, and I'm going to grab my HTC file, CTB file. This is my AutoCAD color dependent plot style, and I'm just going to slide it over into this spot here, so it's located in my HTC pen settings. Now when I go to plot, and if I pick plot instead of page setup manager, it should be located in that spot. It should highlight, or it should populate this location. Otherwise, it might not be in here. So by using the plot style manager, it does find that file. And if I look at that file over on the right here, if I pick it, it shows the form view or the table view of all these different colors. Now, using the form view, color number 1 is red, and it has a pen style or a line weight of 0.2 millimeters. Also notice it's going to plot black. So it's not going to plot red or yellow or green or cyan or blue or magenta, but it's going to plot black with this line weight. Color number 2 is yellow, and if I look at yellow, it's going to plot black. So anything that's yellow on my drawings, and it's going to have the 0.25 millimeter setting for that. So we'll talk about these later in class, but right now I just loaded that, so that's going to work fine for all my drawings. Hope that makes some sense. We'll be looking at using this drawing further on, so I will save this drawing. Make sure you file and save as. Now it might save it as the HTC Arch Symbols and Sheet Layouts 2013. That's fine. Just save it to a desktop location or to your zip drive, your flash drive, whatever you've got, so that you can bring it up the next time we're going to use a drawing or create a drawing. Okay, so I saved it, and now when I close AutoCAD, go up to the top here, and I want to close the current drawing. I've saved that to the desktop or wherever, the flash drive, and I can open that drawing whenever I'd like to continue with drawing projects or other assignments. Hope that helps. See you in class.